Hello, everyone. This is Maria from mariascraftingcorner.com. Welcome to another paper pumpkin kit alternative. I'm very excited today. I was so excited that I forgot to do a couple of things. Hello, Brenda. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Rochelle and Susie and Renee and Adrian. I'm sorry about my reach. You're probably going to see just, um, yeah, I think that will do. So, phew, this week. Hey Carrie, how are you? This week has gone really quickly. It has gone by really quickly. And I have had a couple of really crazy cases. And yeah, it's been like all over the place. So when that happens, I get like really busy working, which obviously that needs to happen. But by the end of the day, I think my brain is kind of like a little bit drained. And so I was thinking, okay, I'm just going to end up early today. I did that because really it's being too hectic. And I'm not lying to you guys. Hi, Miss Judy. Hi, Carrie. I have barely had like lunch and like even stand up from the desk, right? Which I don't really appreciate when that happens because it feels to me like, sorry guys, there's my big fingers. Okay, sorry, promise that's the last one. It just feels like, ugh, like I'm stuck, right? Anyways, so I did end up early today thinking I need a mental break. And so I came down here and started working on today's card just to prep some things. And then I kind of forgot some other things. One of them was setting up my mat. So I'm very sorry, guys. Sorry about those ugly fingers coming close to you, but we are in. So super excited. Let's see. Don't forget that our coming paper pumpkin kit is really beautiful, and it's usually using or coordinating with that Mandarin Meadows. Um, oh my gosh, sweet that it's an online exclusive. It's very, very beautiful, guys. I have to say, I have not seen a whole lot of it, to be fully honest, but I just like that paper very much. So whatever is based on that paper is probably going to be, in my opinion, very cute. And then I am like really waiting to see what's coming here on March 1st, as Stampin' Up! Is, I told you guys, they are putting up 2 kits a month, and I'm very excited about that. And um, if you are not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I want to remind you of the many benefits of being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Um, and I would promote joining my team. Maybe Rachel, you can tell them I'm amazing. Not really, just kidding. But all I'm saying is I will promote joining my team if you guys are interested. But there's many awesome Stampin' Up! Demonstrators out there. So just make the most out of what you have and the option of saving money and so forth. And if you're interested in building a business, this is a good way to start slowly. I do recommend it. If you want to have some more information about it, please send me an email at mariascraftingcorner.com. This is this month's gift. And it is if you buy $50 before shipping and taxes. And just in case, I want to clarify, if you buy $50, you'll get this. If you buy $100, you'll get this. If you buy $1,000, you'll get this. It's not like you're gonna have like 3 different gifts if you buy extra. I'm sorry, but I'm not there. I'm not there in a moment to be able to give gifts to everybody. So, as much as I would like that. Oh, Rachel, thank you. Thank you, Rachel. All I'm going to say is this: if you like crafting and you're going to be buying, products anyways, on its own, it's not a big deal, right? Um, I when I joined, it was a 20% because I was like, ah, I'm gonna buy their stuff anyways, so might as well have a little break, right, on it. So that is a good option, like a good selling point. But the truth is, um, you get a really amazing community. I think that even if there's all these demonstrators and they all have like their own agenda logically, they all like sharing and like sharing their ideas and etc. So I just feel like it's like joining a big sisterhood. I mean, there's I don't know, a few men, but most of it is women, or that's been my experience. I don't know if that's true. Okay, guys, I'm gonna like move to the crafting table and not bore you with all the craziness in my brain. I did this card. Ooh, I was looking. I want to say it was mid 2022. It was just right after the new annual catalog had been released, and I have to say, guys, it's such a cute card. And the minute I saw what was coming with this kit, I'm like, oh my god, this is the perfect kit. Hey Anita, how are you? The perfect kit for a card like that. So what we're going to be doing is just a regular Easel step card. And I don't know, I know Suze was in that video, however many years ago. Because yes, when I am looking and doing a card that I have done in the past, I just go and make sure that I got all the measurements right and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's super cute. You can make many things with it. Uh, but I have always said step cards to me, it's a wonderful option to create scenes, right? Little scenes. And this kit is wonderful for that as well because it's such, a scene kind of stuff. You have like little chicks, you have the bunny and the paper with flowers. So I thought this is just perfect for this. I I'm gonna move some things here, guys. I'm so sorry. I have a huge mess. I told you last time that I was going to kind of try to stay away from using a whole lot of black. Um, if it matches, it matches and it works well. I just was thinking things were getting too dark and maybe I don't know. I just didn't prefer it. But in a kit like this, I had to be creative. So what I did in not using black, by the way, is sorry guys, I just threw away some of my stuff in here. Is I ink blended my piece of white cardstock, and this piece measures 11 by 5.5, and we're going to end up with a square card that measures 5.5 by 5.5. Okay, so this is going to be, this bigger piece is going to be our easel part, and so we're going to come here on the 11-inch side against the top of the trimmer, and we're going to score. That is my blade, so let me remove that out of the equation there. We're going to score at 2 3/4 and at 5.5. Okay, easel cards are super simple on that sense, right? Wow, that was a hard scoring, Maria. I broke it. And guys, I'm gonna leave it like that because I broke it, like really broke it. I didn't want to have to do another scoring here. That is not cool. I mean, another scoring. Well, let me see. I think I'll use this piece. This one I was not in love with because I had this, and I'll tell you about that. And I'm going to use this piece instead of the one I just torn. I don't think we're going to need to color that one. So we're going to go ahead. So please, I am using our regular cardstock. Be gentle. This is not a strength battle. So you know, I'm just not doing this too crazy. Okay. Um, Let me see if I do this like this. Yes, we're going to need to color that or to ink blend there. So I'm going to bring one of my pieces that I use regularly. You guys know that I don't throw any of my grit paper. I reuse it and reuse it until it is unreusable. I'm bringing my ink pad. If you've been here before, guys, you know that I always use my big impact bin because it makes no sense for me to open the little stamping spots. And I did kind of get rid of this one because the ink blending, I didn't do a really awesome job here. But, oh well. Well, this is the only piece that's going to be on its own. So I am going to like put some effort here to make it look better. I'm going to put some effort here towards its beauty. The rest of them are going to be covered, so I'm not really concerned. And I'm probably you're seeing the same thing, right? The early expresso is really, really dark. It does not look black, but it's definitely not your lighter brown. So what I was doing, what I did is like, oh my God, my brush was completely dirty, right? Like really like, was a little nasty. And so I cleaned it a little bit. And when I cleaned it, I don't know why I did let's blush a little bit, and it was light. So that was super interesting. Hi Nancy, how are you? That happened. Anyways, this is going to be the inside and all this is going to be covered, so I guess it's not a big deal. And the back, this is not ideal, but it's the back and this is going to be covered too, so I think we'll survive, guys. Okay, so we are going to bring a bone folder and we're going to, if you see it this way, right, we're going to fold, and this is going to fold, oops, belly and belly. Okay, very simple folding, not a big deal. Use your bone folder to crease. And I have a couple of older bone folder guys, and I think they're like really sharp, kind of. I don't know, it feels sharp. So this is, again, this is what we're going to start decorating. I will decorate the inside. I told you we're going to do that right now. I'm going to bring the pieces I use so you guys have an idea of what I cut. So these big square, it's using this plaid from the envelope, and it works really well because you have a bigger piece, right? Oh, I'm so sorry, Nancy. I hope you feel better soon. So yeah, the fact that the envelope has the whole back covered made it a little bit easier for me to create a 5 or a bigger square, right? So this panel, this layer, it will be our regular 1/8 layer, 8-inch smaller kind of layer. So is 5 3/8 by 5 3/8, and this one, due to the lack of paper, end up being 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. So I would say 5 1/4, no, 5 1/8 by 5 1/8. So it is a fourth of an inch smaller, but I think it looks good, and I really like. See, I like the darker of the early espresso, but it's not extremely dark. And now that I think of this in hindsight, I probably should have used thick cardstock. So if you still, if you want to think about it, or if you're still thinking of making this, use thick cardstock. I do want to say, guys, I had to order another kit. Well, not the kit, another refill, just because I know I'm not going to have enough to go through all the month, because my cards tend to use a lot of layers, and those layers usually are only from either from what's in the kit or black and white, right? And so I figured that I was going to be in trouble pretty quickly, and I'm glad I did. So that is coming. Okay, so this is our first layer, and we're going to go ahead and add it right now. So I want to tell you, I gave in and I bought something that maybe I don't need, but I really have been wanting, and I got it. So a while ago, so things let me go back. Things I have to tell you guys. I started getting into stamping, however many years ago, by coloring. But you know who was the first brand or whatever that I ran across? It was Gina K. And so, of course, I watch her videos. I think she's a lovely lady. And it happened to be that I don't know what I was watching. She was promoting the Fuse system, which in truth is just like a glamorous laminator, but it's very beautiful. So I ordered that. Yes, Nancy. Oh my God in heavens, Nancy. That sounds very scary. Huh. So I was telling you guys, she was promoting it, and I started looking on it, and we all know I like my golds, and so I got the Fuse. When I get it, I'll let you know, and we'll talk about it. Since Stampin' Up does not have anything similar to it, and then I don't think there'll be a problem. Okay, so oh my God in heavens, Nancy, I am so very sorry. Oh, well, please rest. Take a few minutes for yourself, and yeah. Oh my gosh, and rest and rest and rest and rest, I guess. That is awful. Anyways, going back to Gina, when I get it, I'll show it to you if you guys are interested. I am going to bring oh, you did, Nancy. That's awesome. Yeah, it's so when I initially I wanted to get it, and then it was gone. Like, I don't know, 2 days. I don't know. You could barely breathe, and it was gone, right? And so I waited and waited, and then I received an email from another store saying that they had got it, and I went ahead and buy it. So I'll let you know, guys, how that goes. Okay, so I decided that in the back of our easel, I am just going to put these two white panels, and that is because yes, it's a foiling machine. Yes, Carrie, it's not like the glimmer is like the really expensive machine. I know there's a huge difference, but I am not knowledgeable enough. So thank you, Nancy. But yeah, but so the foiling machine, like I said, is, I would say, is kind of like a fancy laminator. That was my take on the couple of videos I saw. The glimmer, which belongs to Spellbinders, it seems to me like more. Oh, Suze. Okay. Like fancier, but then everything is much more expensive. Like it has a specific plates, and I have not paid attention enough for the glimmer. So sorry, guys. I get really distracted. But yeah, I got the foiling machine, and it seems like something I will use very much. So I'm like really excited about it. So I'm bringing this little flower. That and I am just going to use our early expresso. So this is my thought is I'm going to put this one in here, and then I'm going to put some like flowers on here, and then add them on the top. That way you're able to write something here. I just feel weird if you are writing something like in the back, so like backpack. I don't know. It was weird to me, so I figured that that's what we would do. The glimmer. So I will not contradict you, Susie, because I don't know. Um, one of the videos I saw from Gina K, she was saying that they work differently. So, but that's the extent of my knowledge. I am just going to say that. um, yeah. So I am same as always, guys. I am like cleaning my polymer stamp set. You guys know that when they come out of production, they have like a little, not a little, like a layer of some sort of chemical in it, and sometimes it doesn't affect, sometimes it does, and I don't know if you can tell. This one is so much lighter, so I'm glad I really cleaned it today. And again, I'm just going to put, hopefully straight, right, just like that. All I want is for some flowers in here. um just like a super soft this decoration, and I'm going to leave that at there. Let me clean these. Okay, so let's go ahead and add this. Anyways, I am very excited, guys. I cannot deny that. It from what I saw, it's really easy to use. So I'm super excited about that. Now these two pieces are 5 3/8 by 5 3/8 by 2 5/8. Okay, so we have our first little piece, and now I'm going to bring this one that has a little boo boo already in here, and this would be the area where you can write, your own, your own, I was gonna say your own story, but that's where my brain is at, guys. Your own high and connecting with your friend sentiment. Susie says that the glimmer foils but using plates and a die. And she has a glimmer. Ooh, fancy. The Royal Sovereign does foiling and laminated. The foilings are different. Oh, I remember that. You're right, Sus. I remember that, them being saying that the foils were different. Okay, so this is our first part of our card. Let's move that. Moving on. And now I have a piece, and I have a lot of pieces in here, guys. Sorry. That this one measures 5 1/4 by 7. Okay, and we're going to score softly, not like I did before. We're going to score at 1/2 inch, then 1 1/2, then 2 1/2. Let me see, making mistakes in here. Then 3, and 5. Yes, Elizabeth, the lavender machine. I may have to say that may be one of the reasons why I liked it so much. But let's not tell anybody about that. And 5. So again, I'm gonna put them in here on the back because nobody's going to see the back. I just got myself dirty, of course. So we said it's 1/2 inch, then 1 1/2, 2 1/2, 3, and 5. And if you've worked with step cards, I guess you all know that this is about, this has got a lot to do with having the same measurements in the step. So this step measures 1 inch, so the back needs to measure 1 inch. Otherwise, it's going to be like loopy, right? Same in here. This one measures 2 inches, and this has to measure 2 inches. So if you want to create your own step card and get creative with it, that's like the basic concept. This one has a little bit of an extra detail, just because, which is this front in these pieces area, the 1/2 inch areas, and I'll show you why it works that way. So we're gonna come in, start folding. So we're gonna fold in our first fold score line. We're gonna fold valley, and then this one's gonna be our first mountain, and then these goes back valley. So I'm gonna just put it like that, and this one will go valley again. And now this one goes mountain. Okay, so let me repeat this to you guys. So we have the first fold goes valley, mountain, valley, valley, and mountain. And if you see it this way, it's much easier to see, right? How we fold this. But guys, don't worry, because all those measurements and all the stuff will be included down below. So let's start decorating this. I decided, and I am so sorry Kiwi's not here, because she would like give me a hard time, and I love when she does that because it's so much fun. I decided not to make this, not to have extra panels in here, extra layers. So we're just going to have the white and the quote unquote DSP. Mainly because I was like, I just did not have time, and I didn't want to like start doing this and get all crazy and being later for not being ready. So if you want, the ones I did, the other ones I did do have that, sorry, that double layers, and I like them with double layers. I will, if I remember, guys, I'm really bad at these things, but if I remember, I will put the description in the description below, the link to that other video. It was UC the birthday piggies, and I absolutely love that stamp set. It's one of my favorites, and those of us in the coloring club, it may be one of those that we'll use, because I really like it. It has a lot of super cool, so it not only has the pigs, but it has a lot of other things, so I think it's worth it. Now I'm bringing another piece. So this piece is let me see, 3/8 by 5 1/8, and this is 7/8 by 5 1/8. So all of our pieces are going to be 5 1/8, but they're going to vary here. And let me show you where I got that. So all that I have here that have little flowers, I got from one of the card bases that are a little smaller, and I was terrified about that. And then the rest of whatever I'll be using, it's another envelope that I just cut, and I'm using as is. Okay, let's keep going. Now I'm bringing the back of that step, and I'm going to keep with that flower DSP, and I'm going to call it DSP. So it's a little bit easier, and we're using it as such, so that works. Okay, and I'm bringing the back of this. So remember I told you guys that I was using these for, or that I used this panel for our other card base. So these are just the leftovers from the top. So if you notice, and that's why this one is going here, this one still has some of the glue there, but I just did not want to waste any more paper, not waste, but use any more paper. And so I decided, nobody's really going to see this. And so I'm okay with that, right? And now we're going to go to the bigger panels, and those bigger panels are the ones I cut from the envelope. So, and we're just going to bring some of these beautiful green plaid. You guys know that when I decorate, and I always, when I have step cards, I always decorate the back. That is not needed, by the way, but I always do. I just feel that I like it better. So same kind of here, right? Like the scoring. Can you see it? Yeah. Like the scoring from the envelope is there. But if you put this towards the back, just remember this is going to be looking down. And so nobody will really be able to see it. So at least that's what I'm counting on. So let's go ahead and adhere this one. So just be mindful when you're cutting these pieces and oops, that got stuck really quickly. When you're cutting the pieces, just be mindful of where you're cutting them. Bottom line, this is all going to look like this. Kind of like that. So very, very simple. Let's go ahead. Sorry, guys. Let me bring this in here. So this is going to be a line here at the bottom. And when you can leave as much as you want. I'm going to leave about 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch. And the rest is the rest is going to be floppy, if I'm not mistaken. I think I'll have to look into that. And then what happens is this is going to be here when you put it off, like when you put it and fold it, this is all going to fold like that. And then this is going to come like here. So our card will be a complete secret, but has a lot going on in the inside, and I really, really like that. So let's go ahead and put some glue in here. I'm putting quite a bit of glue, guys, because I want this to really stick. And again, I'm centering these, I'm paying attention on both sides and saving, I think I want to say it's about 1/8 from the white. And I'm going to let that glue for a second. So this goes like this. We're going to put here at the end a little bit of something here with a dimensional. So this stays one way and this stays the other way. But that's how it's going to look. Okay, so I want to go ahead and bring, let me see. Here they are. So I got some fence, how do you call them? Fence pickets, right? I think. These measure, where's my little cheat sheet? I got 9 pieces of 2.5 by 1/2 inch. I got them all together and cut them all together. So it was more or less the same cut. Really, it doesn't matter because it's a fence. And my thought is you don't really need, fences are not perfect, I guess is what I'm thinking. So these pieces, and I'm going to open this in here, are going to go up high here. Okay, and I'm just going to put them together. I cut 9, just calculating. I don't know if we're going to need more or if this is going to be enough. I think it's going to be enough, but I did like a... Oh, thank you, Carrie. Yes, so in that other video, I have to say, it's one of those cards that I saw on Pinterest, Chalker, but it did not have... it did not have anything. Like, I wish people would just take different pictures and link and do everything so I can give them full credit. I did not review who was the person that did these cards, but it was really beautiful. It was a Christmas card, and I will link down below too. So I think this will probably do good enough. So we're creating a little fence, right? And we're going to, I think those are good enough. So I am going to start with the edges. And if you do any card that has pieces that all go aligned, start at the edge because that will help you kind of space out. And I'm going to leave, I would say that's about 1/4 of an inch from one place, or from one, from the edge, sorry. And I'm going to bring the same, oops, Remember, this does not have to go all the way to the top because we have a little bit of the top there. And again, I'm just calculating that to be about 1/4 of an inch. Making sure, yeah, I did put some in the back. So don't do what I did. It'll be dry probably by the time we're done, so it'll be fine. Okay. Always remember, guys, that glue moves. I keep forgetting how much it moves. It's crazy. Okay, and now I'm going to go back and bring another one of, Jesus Maria, for real? Can you believe that? A little bit extra of glue. And I'm going to leave about, I don't know, what's that? Like, maybe like 1/2 inch? No, it's not 1/2 inch. Maybe 3/8 of an inch. Well, you can do this however you want, right? So don't worry about it. And I'm going to bring the other one. And I got it on the other side, so I remember to stop and not put glue there. And of course, the fact that this has, it's plaid, it helps us a little bit in the sense that where to put more or less, right? So I'm going to bring these two. And I'm just going to bring them in here to make sure that this is going to fit well. And I'm going to move these a tiny bit. So I'm going to space these a little bit different, but I am not concerned about perfect spacing in my made up picket fence. So obviously I need to put this a little bit further. Otherwise there's going to be like a big gap between one and the other, and we don't want, we definitely do not want a big gap. A gap that is ish is fine, because the truth is, it's much harder to see. Okay, so this is a little picket fence. And guys, I forgot the picket fence kind of have like a thing here. So I'm going to bring just one piece, 1/2 inch. And I would say 5 5 1/4 will do, I think. Let's do 5 1/4. And we're going to bring just one. I don't need a whole lot of stuff in here, right? Like, it's not like I'm developing a neighborhood. So I think one will do. You can put two. I'm thinking one just because this is going to be like this. And so you will not be able to see a whole lot in there. So just in case, one I think will do. And again, I'm going to extend this like this, or put it back like that. And I'm going to move that there. So I'm centering it a little bit, right? So it looks like I planned just to use one. Okay, so this is our first little decoration. And now we are going to bring, so let me see. I thought I had it, but I don't have it here, guys. So for the next step, I got the wreath and I cut the flowers, the individual flowers. Usually it's the other way around, right? Isn't it funny? Like, when you have the individual flowers and you create a wreath. Well, I cut them because I needed some decoration for my card here. And so I cut a few of these. And I think that these will look really cute, like in there, like on each edge. And so, and they have like the right size. That was mostly, I saw it, I'm like, oh, that has like definitely the right size. So I'm just putting this one in here like that. And as long as it's not, all the way to the fold, it will close perfectly. And I'm going to bring this other one, and I'm going to bring this one there. Okay, just having some fun decorating. Of course, guys, you can make this however you're planning. But I figured that this would look super cute on the fence because they are looking up, or not looking up. Their orientation is vertical. And then I did cut some of the chicks, and these chicks belong to, if I find it, to this panel. I was not super excited about cutting the whole thing, but I gave in because I really wanted like some chicks in here, right? And then I have here the rest of the flowers that I got from the wreath, and we're going to play with them um, just a tiny bit. So let's see. None of these is super tall, but I am going to bring, so I'm going to put the chicks about here in the middle, and I'm going to bring these one and be a little higher, only because if you put it against this, it kind of like gets sucked in by the, by the paper, because it's the same thing. So I'm just going to I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the front, and we're going to put it behind our little chicks in here. And so then when you put this like that, it will be much more visible, right? I love these. Oh my God, this color is so beautiful. And so these just can go wherever you want them to go, of course. I think I'm going to bring one. No, I'm debating, guys. I'm sorry. I think I'm going to bring one up in here. And this one just the same. I'm going to put it underneath our little chicks. Just a tiny bit of glue. Just like that. And it really looks adorable, even with my awful fussy cutting. And then I have another one of those purples, and I'm not sure what this is. So if somebody can tell me which flower this is, I don't know. But we're going to put this one right, so we create like sort of the same balance, right? So we have one in one side, one in the other. We'll bring the chicks here in the middle. I have this one, but I don't think we need it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad, Renee, you like it. And thank you, Adrian. So we're going to put some glue in our little chicks. And this is going to go like this. Okay. Something along those lines. So these, let's see, it's going to be looking like this. Let me put it all together. For real, Tara? When have I been done in 40 minutes? Like only twice. So something like this, right? And I think that looks super, super cute. Okay, now I'm going to fold this, and we're going to work on... Okay, I can't recall why this is not folding well. Oh. Maria. I did not think this was going to be an issue, but it's going to be an issue because these are too high. I didn't calculate that. That is not cool. Let's see if we can fold this in a way that... Okay. I'm going to let this be for a minute. That was not cool. Because otherwise you just fold it like this and it fits. But those little fence pickets are on my way for folding. So I have to figure out if I'm able to do something with this in a way that it folds. There it goes. So yes, it works well. I'm so glad. I was having a little bit of a heart attack for 1 minute. Okay, so let's go back to the front. So I'm going to bring the front area. The front area, this piece is same white ink blended, and this is 5.5 by 5.5. This is just 1/8 smaller, and I have here 2 pieces. One is part of the card base, and we're going to create a quote-unquote hill if I were lucky to find my scissors. If you have hills, I mean, there's many hills within our Stampin' Up! Die collection, right? The one from the Meandering Meadows is one of them, and they have a beautiful hill, so use those, right? Right, Carrie? I was like, oh my God, this was such a good idea and it's not going to work. I am not going to use that because, you know, guys, I try to use only what's in the kit, but you can totally, you know, use a good dye and have a beautiful cut instead of what I am doing. So we were all sweating here. I'm glad I'm not the only one. That makes me very happy. Okay. So that's a little hill. It's fussy cut by me, so you know, never perfect. But I did get, so this is the front of that envelope, right? And I figured if I do this, it looks like a sunny day, right? Since I can't get, um, I can't get any blues in here. So I figured, okay, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to create this like in a sunny day. I'm going to adhere first this, but I am going to not put glue on the top. There. So just so I can really calculate how much I need. Oh my God. Hi, Kiwi. How are you? I am so glad you're here. Let me move this out of the way for 1 second, guys. Okay. Now, these had to be a little smaller, so I cut it the same size as, let me move this here. Sorry, guys. It's not straight. So I cut these the exact same size as this on the length size. So this was 1 1/4. I mean 5 1/4. So the DSP is 5 1/8. So this is cut at 5 1/8, and this is just half a piece, one of these pieces, right? So very simple. And then I did that so I could. So that's why I left that glue there without glue, so I can come in and add my quote unquote sky. Although it's very sunny, but we'll take that. So, and again, you can totally multiply these very, very nicely using other color cardstocks, right? So don't be afraid to use your cardstock instead of just what I am doing, right? But my challenge is to do it with only what is in the kit, so I try to respect that as much as possible. You guys are so funny. Okay, this does not work, so I'm gonna go and grab this berry. See, that happens. Ah, phew, guys, that was like quite not okay. So what I really want is for these to be in here, but also have more or less the same. I think that'll do. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to focus here. The same about, no, it needs a little bit more. Come on. Let's see, it's about 1/4 of an inch. So I'm trying to make that as good as possible. And of course, straight is always so much better. So who is happy I'm using glue today besides me? Maybe I shouldn't have done this way. Bottom line. So I'm going to put just on the lower area. This is looking a little sad there, but we can't do a whole lot about it. And okay, there it is, our first piece. Now I can get this a little bit down. Oh my God, Maria, how does that happen? Every so often it happens. Okay, so this is, as you guys can tell, about less than 1/8 of an inch. Hey Anna, how are you? And I am not going to give in, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know how to do this, but I am going to figure out. This is dirty, so that's going to go inside. And what I am figuring it that I need to do, besides cutting a new piece, because this looks pretty disastrous now, is aligning here. Duh, Maria, I don't know in what world do I live. Sometimes I like to complicate my life. There you go. Ah, what a miracle, huh? And then put this back in there. The truth is, at this point in time, there's a lot of glue everywhere. So there you go. Bottom line, do the, what's the name of this? Do the quote unquote sky first and don't do what I did. That's my advice. But you're here to learn what not to do. Okay, now we're going to adhere our card base to our card base here. Okay, looks like I'm having some struggles today, calculating stuff and centering things. You guys are so funny. And then we are going to keep these fairly simple. There's a lot of glue there. I have one of these that come with the kit too, like ribbons, right? And so I want to put one in here. We're going to put that on top of some dimensionals. Bring our Happy Easter. And we're going to stamp this in here. If I find my stamping machine. Oh, I'm so very sorry, Anne. And we are going to put this as best as we can, hopefully straight. Since we had that other, okay, let me bring this closer. I don't know why I have it so far away. That other situation with this flower, I am going to do that a couple of times. So I clean my stamp from that chemical thingy from that chemical. Nancy. Oh my God, Nancy. You're so funny. I'm glad you're seeing things with some comic or some fun, because I think that changes your whole perspective. And I'm going to try to stamp this as straight as possible, guys. I'm going to move this a tiny bit here. And yeah, you're probably not going to see, but I just don't want to put my super big head on top of you. I mean, on your camera view, not on top of you. That's dumb. Sorry. And that was decent enough, right? I hate that it didn't go all the way, but oh well. Now that this is kind of, I'm going to bring some glue. Now my glue doesn't want to work. Guys. Oh, yes. I completely agree, Carrie. Okay, this is kind of empty, I guess. I'm guessing. Let's hope it's this one. Yes, Kiwi. Definitely prayers for all of them. Okay. Whoops. I'm just cleaning there a tiny bit. And let's bring some dimensionals. The kit brings dimensionals. These, I'm going to bring one in here. I'm done with one. Super excited. I always get excited when I use new ones for whatever reason. And you guys know I always put extra, so it's fine. So we're going to bring our, okay, Happy Easter. And I'm going to center it right there. And now I'm going to bring my thing here, right? Because this is going to be like that. I just want to see where I want to put my other bunny. And actually, let's go ahead and adhere this. Might as well. Okay, come on. Nope, it gave up on me. Where's my other little glue? I don't have it. Oh, well. So we're going to add that big panel that we just created to the first half, right? And it's the same measurement, so you'll have to align with it, right? Okay. And now makes more sense what I was trying to do. So this is going to look a little bit like this. So I just want to see where I need to put my little bunny. And I'm just going to put it right there. And yes, I'm going to bring some dimensionals anyways, because why not? Oh, Tara, it's a cute card, I think. Really? Well, we will all be praying for you, Nancy, and for you, Miss Ann. Don't think we're not. We will be praying. This is a really, really cute or good community. Remember what I was telling you guys initially about the community? Well, this is what part of what you get, right? Okay, so this is the card. I'm going to bring this little flower just as it is, and I'm going to put it right about there. So I'm going to put it right about there. So it will stop and create like all the level, or not create, kind of really mark all those different levels. So let me see. This is what I do. So what I put it there. So this is where I want this to be, right? So I'm going to put this one right there because it's okay if it like moves a little bit inside, right? And then there. And then I'll bring this other one. And that way you have like the really like well established all the layers. And ta-da! That's it. That's the card. Oh my gosh, guys. Except this area, everything went very well. You can put more decorations here, of course. You can put less decorations. I am starting to feel that, okay, it does. It folds. Oh my gosh, in heavens. I was really suffering. I'm thinking we can bring a couple of these, maybe. I don't know. Just in here, underneath. I don't know. It feels the deep front is too simple. But I think that I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm just getting it all too complicated. And guys, we do have some white little dots. So we're gonna put, okay. Oh, thank you. Okay, and I like that these are white because these are definitely going to pop in our card here, and make it really worth it, I think. And I'm gonna bring one of the, maybe. Oh no, it didn't. Um, nope, I don't want it there. Sorry, guys. Placing the dots is always like a thing. Okay, I don't know why we're using Velcro magnets, Carrie. You'll have to write again what was the question because I missed it. Um, oh, thank you, Anna. And yes, it is a very caring group, and it makes my heart happy. Okay, back again. So our back goes behind our little flower, and then this one goes in there. You could use a smaller flower. We just don't have smaller flowers, but that will do fine too. Maybe. Okay, I'm trying to get this. But that's how your card will look. Isn't that cute? And it has to fall back because remember, remember my little mistake. But there you go. And then you have here an area to write, right? Your message to your recipient. Yes, Tara, I agree. The pop comes, or the wow comes when you open it. Mm-hmm. Okay, guys. Well, we made it. We made it, and it's just 1 hour. Can you guys believe that? I can't, but it's fine. Totally fine. Um, I'm so glad you guys are here. So, okay, Carrie. I was like, I am lost, but I was trying to pay attention on what to do here because sometimes I get really distracted, guys, and then I make more mistakes. You don't need more mistakes. Oh, I'm so glad you like it, Kiwi. It's very simple. The dimensions and everything will be down below. Probably tonight, guys, I have all that already done from the previous card. I will link that other card to the description too because it was super cute. I have to say, it was really cute. And let me see what else. Is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else, guys. Um, we'll talk about the fuse when I get it. Definitely, we'll talk about that. And I may make some combination cards with some of what what they have. Some of the paper. So Gina designed some paper that's called polyglaze, and you just like laminate it, and it's really really simple, at least from what I saw. So I really like them because they are like I want to say it's probably like 4 by 5 1/4 pieces, but you can just go um, you can just laminate them and you have like this perfect background. I don't know, I'll show you guys when I get it just because it's so cute. Okay, Tara. That works. Oh, thank you, Carrie. Yes, my simple cards. I know. I know. I was having so much fun. I know I told you guys the other day that I'm like, yeah, this was for my simple stamping Sunday, and they're like, but you're using like dies and whatever, and I'm like, yeah, I know. They're not. I don't know. I guess I don't know how to do simple stamping, guys. Really. But that's fine. We all have our strengths, and obviously, very simple stamping ain't mine. Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate that. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. I always let you keep talking to the hands, and I don't understand why. There we go. Yes, yes, it does. It's anything with that toner. Yes, Carrie, it does, and I'm very excited about it. I have, of course, an inkjet printer, so no toner. Very sad. But you can do several things, right? There's options. I was looking at some of those options. Um, since I'm not in the mood to buy a uh, laser printer, to be fully honest. So I think that what I will do, well, you can do something similar with oh my god, I forgot the name, with heat embossing, but I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to it. There's a few extra, thank you, Anne, a few extra tips to use if you don't have toner, which so I'll have to learn those since I don't have toner. But it's very, very exciting. I'm very excited about it. They have beautiful foils for it, and again, she has those poly glaze, and in every packet brings like 10 backgrounds. So I think it's wonderful if you need to make like, I don't know, a bunch of cards at the same time. So yeah, I'm really, really excited. Thank you, Tara. Okay, guys. I know I keep talking and talking and talking. Let's see. Is there anything else? Anything anybody else has a question? Those of you that are in the coloring class, I hope you received the link via email. It's also in the Facebook group, so don't worry about that. And I'll see you guys on Sunday. And those of you that are not, and Boss Resist, yes, Nancy, totally. That's partially what I was thinking. Those of you that are not, then I'll see you next Tuesday. Okay? I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening, a wonderful weekend, and have lots of fun with your family and loved ones. Thank you, Miss Judy. Praying for you too. Praying for Miss Anna and for Miss Nancy. I hope you guys do feel better, and recover. So we'll be praying for you guys. Well, I'll be praying for you all, but special ones for you too. Ooh, that sounds very cool, Tara. I don't know what that means, but that's fine. I'm really bad with names. So maybe I know what you're talking about, but I just don't know the name of it. That would have surprised me. Okay, perfect, Carrie. I'm glad. You too. Love you all. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend. I said that like 5 times now, so I know you believe me now. And talk to you later. Bye.